What is up, my little spaghettis? Today is a special day because I am finally doing the long-awaited makeup tutorial. For the past 2.5 years, people were like crazily asking for like an eye makeup tutorial, which I don't do much on my eyes. Like, I think people think I put like eyeshadow, but I do this effect that kind of makes it look like it. Anyways, this video, it's gonna be long, but it's gonna be so specific, like I swear. But like, you cannot skip. You have to listen so carefully because it is so specific, and especially me, I have OCD, and so my makeup tutorial never changes. It's like a special day, I still do the same makeup tutorial that I always do, even for special events. I never change it up. Picture day, still the same. Like, I found what works. It's taken me so long. I figured out that less is more. So that's the key point of this video. Listen carefully. You will be walking out today like a new man, okay? So I am so nervous. I have been working up the courage to film this, to share with you my secrets. You will learn so many beauty tips and secrets in this video. Like, I will be teaching you tips about bangs, tips about makeup, tips about face tips, lip tips. Like, it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna start off with concealer. Listen carefully. I use NARS concealer. I put dots. I don't swipe. I don't cake it on, okay? Because I feel like the more you put, the easier it like melts off of your face. I don't know if this is like scientifically proven, but I feel like when I put a smaller amount, it stays on like the whole day. So I don't do full coverage. I just do here and then in the spots that I need. This is my concealer brush. Very soft. I don't use a beauty blender because I feel like when you are dabbing your face with a sponge, there's concealer that gets on the sponge and then you're left with like weird marks on your face and it all just kind of goes into your blender. So I use a brush. I've never done this before. I don't know. This is so weird. I'm being really weird about this, but okay. You're gonna put your concealer like this, just dotted. Also, this makeup tutorial may be very different for people of older ages watching this because I'm also 15, like my makeup is very light, so I don't want to do very cakey makeup. And you see the pattern that I'm going in? Look, watch carefully. It is very light, you're swiping it. Some people are like,
don't swipe your makeup because then you're gonna leave streak lines.
Well, if you have a whole thing of foundation on your face, maybe it isn't the best motion to go streak, but for light concealer, you're painting your face. When you're painting a picture, do you dab the brush? No, only if you want texture. But you swipe it and you see how smooth it is? I know some concealers leave marks, but this brand, NARS, many years I've been using this. My skin is looking pretty okay. Like, there's some parts here where I'm just gonna go in underneath my lip. Like, there's always that one, I don't know why. And this has been here for a while. We're just gonna cover that up, maybe here. Very light concealer, make it very natural. I don't know why, but I always get more compliments on my makeup and my face whenever I have lighter amounts of makeup, and I always think, oh, maybe if I like kicked on my makeup today, everybody would be like,
oh my god, your makeup looks so good.
But when it's lighter, I find that people are like,
wow, your makeup looks really good today.
I'm like, noted, less is always better. Everybody is beautiful, so you don't need like 3 pounds of makeup on your face. Just remember that. And trust me, if you're watching this video, like,
trust me, girl, I do need lots of makeup.
I thought that too. That's just what I want to teach you guys, that everybody's beautiful. You don't need 30 pounds of makeup. Concealer. Done. What's next? Oh yeah, I do like a little light kind of powder with this Laura Mercier. This kind of just makes me look a little bit more alive. No matter what type of shade that I put concealer on, it's always lighter than my actual skin tone. So this made me look really, really pale. Also, it's the camera. Tip, well, not really a tip, it's kind of just like an OCD thing, but whenever I'm using a brush, you will always see that I go like this. This is because I always want to make sure that there's no dust or anything on it. I bought this shade in like a little bit of a darker shade than my concealer, so it matches my skin tone more, because it adds like life to my skin. I'm just going to put that on my brush and I just kind of set it all over my face. It kind of makes up for the lack of concealer. Everyone's gonna be like,
you use no concealer, so where do you cover up like your skin and your face and your pimples? I just use the powder. This does the job. Love it. This I kind of do a mixture of swiping, a mixture of dabbing. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna. This is probably the realest makeup routine that you will ever see because I have so many random things that I do that like don't even make any sense. I take so much time on my powder. I think it's just something I love to do. Beautiful. Bye. It doesn't look like there was any difference in the camera, but on the mirror, looking snatched. Okay. Done. Now, I do this like now just so I can see, I don't know, like a prettier version of myself. I'm gonna do the lips right now because
A lot of people do it at the end, but I like to do it now just because it's like super pretty. Like I like to see that just now. I don't want to have to wait till the end, you know? I feel like it just makes me feel better about myself whenever I do my lips before than the end. So what I use is it says lip injection. It doesn't actually do anything to my lips, guys. I just like the color. So this is the Too Faced liquid. I feel like I'm a makeup guru. I'm so bad at this, sorry guys. In the shade, It's So Big. Very small amounts, very small amounts. A lot of the times I accidentally put too much. Trusty tissue, that's okay. Beautiful. I try not to overline my lips because with my lips, my shape is very defined. And so, unfortunately, I can't overline my lips because then you can clearly see when I overline it. Hold on, I'm like going back and forth just because I don't want to use the camera on the mirror. The mirror on the camera. That is that. Now we're gonna do the blush. Guys, don't judge. But I use Just Peachy eyeshadow palette. Let me tell you though, this eyeshadow palette, I have used this, oh yeah, it's a little kissy mark from me. I have used this eyeshadow palette for so many things for so long, since like grade 7 or 6. I use this for nose contour. I use this for cleaning up like imperfections on my face. I use these for blush. Like, it works. I use different things for different things. Sometimes I'm using liquid lipstick for blush, you know? So this is the brush. Look at me right there. Hey guys! So this is the brush that I use. This whole video is me just like not knowing how to do anything. I'm like,
so this is the brush that I use. I put like a little here. I can do like a swipe pattern.
I'm acting like I know the vocabulary to use this brush. Very, very soft. I got this in Germany. I use a mixture of these colors over here. I even incorporate the browns to give it kind of like a sun-kissed effect because I live in a very cold place and we barely see the sun. And so it kind of brings out my natural skin tone. Like my natural skin tone is much more lively. This is what I do. I literally just go all over my favorite colors. I leave some just so it's not so much on the brush. I remember a makeup artist once told me that when you're doing your blush, you kind of tap a little off because you'd rather have to put more than like are looking for a tissue because you put too much blush on. I love blush. A lot of people just put blush here. I go all over. Look. Good, it looks good. I'm not gonna put any more because I always put more now and then I walk outside and the change of lighting, it's like I just put too much and then I gotta go back inside and then I gotta put a tissue or something. Blush, done. Now we're gonna do the nose contour. And this morning I had a moment of realization. All my life I was like, why do people do nose contour? Like it doesn't change the shape of your nose at all. You can't physically do that with makeup. It's not to change the shape, unless I don't think so, unless I hope you guys are not trying to change the shape of your nose because all your noses are beautiful. It's to define the shape because a lot of the time when people are putting foundation and concealer over their nose, you lose the natural divots and the color of your nose. And so with my nose, like there's divots here, there's divots here, and you just want to bring back that color. Because I was like, how do I change the shape of my, like you can't even do that with a color. Like that's not even scientifically correct. Same beautiful palette, darkest shade, chocolate dipped. I put it on an eye. This is so goofy. There's gonna be like makeup artists watching this video like,
what is girl doing?
I use an eyeshadow brush, okay? Very, very fluffy, put a little bit. And what I do, my nose is very interesting. I have a button nose from the front, but then from the side, I don't know what it is. It's like pointy. You guys see that? There's something like different about it. I like it. So I wanna kind of keep that kind of thing going on. So what I'm gonna do is I kind of circle around the tip of my nose because I kind of want it to be pointed out. I don't personally like my nose to be a button nose, but I like it to be more pointy, you know what I'm saying? But button noses are beautiful. I've just had a button nose all my life, so I'm like, I want a pointy nose. So I go like this, I go over the top first, and it's very, very subtle. Like you see these divots here, we're also gonna go there. So, tip. Done. I mean, the top of the tip is done. Now we're gonna go again. We're gonna go underneath, kind of making like a, it's not really like a circle, it's like a triangle type shape. It's very cute, very small. I love small nose tips. I wanna know in the comments, what are some weird things that you guys do in your makeup routines that just work, like using different products for different uses. So I use this palette for like blush and everything, and some people might be like, what is that so weird? Other people might use other stuff. So tell me, I wanna hear what you guys have to say. It's a special day, so you know what we're gonna do? I don't normally do this, but we're gonna go, I'm feeling fancy, on the bridge of my nose. This doesn't really make a difference, but I'm feeling so fancy today. I don't even know if I'm doing this correctly. I feel like there isn't a correct way to do makeup. I'm looking in here a lot because that's like the reflection instead of looking here, so it's much easier. So guys, I promise, like, I'm still paying attention to you. I'm just looking a little bit there. Oh yeah, and some people were asking me about my bangs because they were asking me, how do you get your bangs so perfect? I carry around this all the time, and like my family is so annoyed by it. They're like, why are you always carrying this around? Why are you always brushing out your bangs? It's because if I don't, my bangs get like weird and they get all like messy. A lot of people are like, don't your bangs get oily? I have this cream for my face. It has something in it called benzoyl peroxide, and what it does is it dries out my skin because I have very oily skin, like naturally very dewy skin, and I don't like that. A lot of people are like,
what? You want dewy skin, like you want that glow.
girl, it looks like sweat. So I have benzoyl peroxide. I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly. And I asked my dermatologist first. So talk to your dermatologist about it because a lot of people have it. What I only use it for now is spots on my face that need clearing up, like pimples. It helps with that. And then I also use a lot of it on my forehead. Wait, what were we doing? Bye, I forgot. Highlighter. I use Fenty Beauty Fancy, like Rihanna's brand. Like, I love white highlighter. Can you focus? Okay, they don't even need to see. This is in the shade Metal Moon. Bye. It's just really white. That's all you can know. I use this super tiny brush, probably not even the correct type to use. I go in and sometimes I even I press down and I pinch the tip to make it flat. And then I just go on the tip of my nose and I go in a pattern where I know a lot of people when they put highlighter on their nose, they do like a little dot, but I like to make a line, so it kind of makes a line effect, and it makes my nose look a little bit pointy because I know that when there's a circle of highlighter on it, it might look more round, but the line kind of makes it look more long. I mean pointy. I'm like the wrong person to do a makeup tutorial because I can't talk and do things at the same time. Like, it just does not work for me. Oh yeah, and then I also go on the bridge. So I go here, so tip, you can see that correctly, and then bridge. And then what I do, this is so important, you take your finger and you put it a little amount, not too much, because you don't want to, like, it is so, I'm sorry, but it is so messy looking when you can clearly see like the crumbliness of the highlighter on people's eyes. Like, I'm sorry, but it just does not look good. Who's gonna tell them? I mean, do your makeup how you want, but I just cannot fathom. So this is so important, like this part right here. So bright, so alive. Look, you don't look like a corpse. We are gonna do the eyebrows. I don't do anything to my eyebrows. I brush them out because sometimes they looking a little messy. Naturally, I have very bushy brows. Like, I don't even know where I got them from because my brother has very bushy eyebrows too. Like, my mom has a normal amount of eyebrow. My dad has regular eyebrows. But me, like, dude, that is just too much. I have grown to be so confident with my eyebrows because I used to get bullied. Oh my god. People used to call me bear because of my, like, people used to be like, you look like a bear, because of my arms too. Like, I'm gonna be so straight up with you guys. My arms are so hairy. The camera doesn't make it look as hairy as it actually is. And then so are my eyebrows. They are super hairy. I am embracing my Latina genes. When I was younger, I used to get my eyebrows waxed a lot because I didn't like the thickness of my brows, and I used to think it was really ugly and that only pretty girls were supposed to have thin brows. And I used to even pluck like the inside of my eyebrows too to thin out the amount of hair there. But I wish I could just grab my younger self and be like, don't do that, because it is so gorgeous. Of course, I still like get rid of the unibrow because I personally, that's a personal preference, but I know there are some models with unibrows like this, so it makes me so happy whenever I see representation of thick brows. And so you can, guys, you can even see like here, look at how much hair I have. Like, I don't even pluck here, I don't pluck here. I just let it be so natural. Eyebrows are looking fleeked. And now we're gonna do the eyes. I use this eyeshadow palette because it has like a really, really dark black. I use this super, super thin brush. This is the most important part of this video, of this makeup tutorial, because so many people ask me for a tutorial on this and you have to listen so carefully, and it is so specific. Very thin brush. We're gonna do the eyes. We're doing the eyes, remember. Put it in the black. And what you're gonna do is you are gonna go underneath your eye, but you're not gonna go all the way across. You're not gonna wing it out. You're gonna only sit the black eyeshadow at the ends of your eye, and you can kind of fan it out into the middle. Do not touch this part of your eye. It has to be so bare. Like, this is how you get the Gabriela B effect. This is what I do to accomplish these eyes, okay? Because people have said, they were like,
she has really nice eyes. I want to know what she does to her eyes.
this is what makes them so alluring, so trusting. These are the kind eye effect. It has to be eyeshadow. It can't be eyeliner because the liquid eyeliner or anything like that, it does not give the same effect. You're gonna put it and you're gonna sit it right here. On fancy days, I'll wing it out. Maybe I'll do that today because we're doing a little makeup tutorial. That's what I do, okay? Look at that. Beautiful. It is such a sweet and soft look and touch to your face because I feel like without it, I feel so bare. Like even sometimes if I'm going to the doctor's office or something, I'll just do a little bit of black under the corners of my eyes and then I don't do anything else. You see that? You see the way that it just changed everything? You can say,
Gabby, there was no difference.
watch when I put my mascara on. It's gonna tie together so well, like, I want this to be like, you know, people are like doing the Madison Beer makeup tutorial. I want people on TikTok or something to do like the Gabriela B makeup tutorial. Can we do that? Done. You see that? That is literally, you don't even need mascara. Sometimes I just leave it like that. But this is Benefit. Yes, they're real. Magnet mascara. Can you see it? I posted it on my Instagram story before. I don't know what it is about this mascara that it's just so perfect. Okay, also, I'm gonna get so clowned on for this, but literally let me be because it works. So I am obsessed with curling my eyelashes, right? Like I've curled my eyelashes, I forgot to mention, but I curled it before this video. My eyelashes are curled 24/7. And so many people are gonna be like,
Gabby, that is so unhealthy. Your eyelashes are gonna fall off.
well, girl, I've been doing it since grade 6. Like my eyelashes are so strong. They have been through and through everything. Like I curl my eyelashes after I put on mascara. I know, so devastating. But I do it before and I do it after, but it works. You're gonna see the difference between when I don't do it. I'll do it on this eye and then I'll curl this eye. And I'll show you guys what the difference looks like. And it just stays up all day long. Like people are like, how do you get your eyelashes like that? Because I curl them. And then they're like,
oh, but you shouldn't do that.
I'm like, well, maybe you should because you asked me. Does anybody else do this? Like just a little. You can't lie. Everybody has done this. Just to clean up the excess mascara on your eye. I love mascara. I put so much. And then also another thing about me is that when I'm doing my makeup, I literally don't move my hair out of my face at all. Like my bangs, they stay there. Okay, now we're gonna go underneath. I look so scary. Next eye. I hate doing mascara. Actually, I'm lying. I literally hate it. Like I hate the process of it. It's my favorite part of my face, but I hate like doing it. It takes so long. Doing my makeup is a lot. I'm gonna curl this eye and show you guys the difference. Also, another lipstick that I love is this like Too Faced Lady Bold actual lipstick in the shade Trailblazer. So I also like to dab that on. Chic. I'm gonna curl this. So many people are gonna be watching this, are gonna be like,
what is she doing?
Trust me. But trigger warning, like this is only for people who can afford to do this because I know some people may have brittle lashes where they can't really curl them after they put mascara because it'll totally ruin their eyelashes. Just be cautious. If you know the type of eyelashes that you have, if you don't know if they're strong or not, don't try. Don't even risk it because it's just not worth it. I also have this hack where I curl it at the root and then I curl it in the middle or the top, like the tip of the eyelashes, because a lot of the times eyelashes when they're curled, they just go like straight up from the root and they just look like that. But you want them to go like curled like that. Like naturally lifted. You want it to have that natural lift effect. So look at that. I think I accidentally put onto like way too much makeup in total today. Okay, you see the difference? Okay, it might not look like, okay, never mind, there's not much of a difference, but there is actually. Okay, look at the curl definition of this eye compared to this eye. It's like very straight, you can even see it. But this, look at that. This, no. This, yes. Now I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye. I put on way too much mascara. Woo! We did it! This is the final look to the Gabriela B makeup routine, everybody. Round of applause, please. This is what your finished product will be looking like. Very sweet, very simple. Wow, very proud. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was useful for you. I'm so happy that I finally did this and I was finally able to share what I do with you guys. I can literally feel an eyelash poking into my eye right now. Hold on one second. And comment down below if you tried it and if you noticed a difference in your face when you did certain steps in this process. I want to do more videos like this. I like makeup stuff. I like talking to you guys. I love you guys with all my heart, and I'll see you guys the next time I post. Peace!